Welcome to Inspiring Stories with Hanson Search. Discover the journeys, challenges and triumphs of some rising professional stars in London and around the world. Looking for some inspiration to revitalise your career? Tune in.
Hi, my name's Alice Weightman. I'm the CEO of Hanson Search and The Work Crowd. I'm here today with Josefine Hedlund, Project Director at AnalogFolk and co-founder of Geek Meetup, and also winner of Women of Tomorrow Awards 2016. Hi Josephine, it's great to speak with you. I'm in London and you're in New York, so great to be able to chat with you.
Yeah, good morning. Great talking to you too.
So obviously you've recently just won the award. Congratulations for that. What's winning the award meant to you?
I mean, it was a great honor. I was really surprised when I won it. Being nominated, firstly shortlisted, was really exciting with, all those other 36, I think it was, women that were nominated. It was just incredible. And then actually winning it was just, it's a great honor and I'm, really excited about it. I hope that it will, keep helping me in my career and, creating one of the things I'm most passionate about, which we will probably talk more about later, is, creating female role models. And I'm hoping, with this, that will help me become an even better role model for women on their way into the industry.
Yeah, absolutely. And as a judge, reading your shortlist, and in fact, there were over 200 entries and whittled down to 36. I mean, it very much came out in your entry of how much you do in the industry to promote women and the importance of female role models, which was fantastic. I mean, you launched or co-launched Geek Girl Meetup. Tell me a bit more about that.
Yeah, so it's an initiative. It originally came from Sweden back in 2008, and then I co-launched it in the UK in 2011. And we're all about really getting more female speakers on stage and creating female role models. So it came about from girls going to tech conferences and kind of noticing that no female speakers on stage, but also not really that many females in the audience. And they're like, well, we know that there are women in this industry. Where are they? So there's two girls who kind of okay, we should really do something about it, and started pulling together people and had a first conference in Stockholm back in 2008, and it kind of just grew from that. So we're a global initiative now, and we do these conferences and meetups to basically get women feeling more confident about standing on stage. And most of the audience they will be speaking to are women. We do allow men to come along as well, but it kind of gives people this first kind of experience of talking in public. And it can, be people at any kind of level. You can be a junior developer and talk about a project that you've done, or you can be a managing director of an ad agency. It doesn't matter. Everyone has a story to tell. And we do that basically. Get women on stage, and also a big part of it is the network that it creates around it. So, we always encourage people to talk to someone they don't know at the event, to kind of, exchange business cards, encourage them to, go get a coffee with one other person at another time to kind of build out their own networks, because that's kind of the way for you to make room for yourself in the industry, really.
Absolutely, great. It's interesting talking about the confidence, and it has come up. I've done a lot of studies, on women and women in the workplace, and confidence is quite a big barrier for women pushing themselves forward. What would you say is the biggest barrier preventing women getting to the top in the advertising and digital world?
Yeah, I mean, confidence, I think, is definitely one of the bigger thing, and also the lack of role models. If you can't see anyone else doing that job, it's really hard for yourself to imagine yourself doing the job. So I really feel like pushing the role models is the way forward. But then, recruiters and agencies need to take a bigger responsibility as well to, train women in more junior positions. and also, try to push the 50-50 when it comes to putting people forward for roles and all of that.
Yeah, absolutely. So do you think the onus is on the employer or is it on the employee as well?
I guess it's a balancing act between the two. I mean, if there are no women to employ, that it becomes hard for the employer to find them. But I do think the employer needs to take a bit of a bigger responsibility and pushing people, up the ladder within the agency. Which, I mean, at AF, I've had a great opportunity going from more or less like junior producer to project director in 5 years. And that's been because I've wanted to be pushed, and they have pushed me and been open to me, asking for a promotion or a pay rise or to take on more responsibility or, things like that.
Yeah, great. I mean, it sounds like you've had the confidence and the right environment to do that. But you probably haven't had the role models, perhaps. Who's inspired you, and who's given you this drive to be so successful in your career, but also do things outside your career to really promote women? Who's been your inspiration?
My son Joseph, I think from day one, I think my parents have been a great inspiration source for me, and not pushing me, but always saying, you can do whatever you want to, there are no kind of boundaries as to what you can do, and being open. They sent me, didn't send me, but I went to the US when I was 17 for a year as an exchange student, and that really opened my eyes, to the world and everything that was out there. But then now in the industry, I mean, there's so many amazing women. Maybe in actual advertising, I don't have as many role models, but I like to think of myself as being more a part of the tech scene more than anything. And I think, Geek Girl has brought that into my life because of, all the people I meet through that. Yeah.
Do you think it's sort of drawing it from lots of different people, really?
Yeah. I think I wouldn't say this is the one person that is my one role model. I've had actually quite a lot of female head of productions during the years at AF, which has been good
Great.
as a role model. I think that has helped as well.
Good. So what's your best piece of career advice for any female looking to build a career in the digital advertising or tech world?
I think my biggest thing would be, try to go to some events, try to, get to know people that are in the industry and kind of try to find, where you could fit in, because there are a lot of roles within, the tech world that you might not even know about. Growing up, I didn't know what a UXer was. That was not something that I even imagined someone would do as a job. So I think just going out, talking to people, finding out, what's available to do is such an eye-opener.
Absolutely.
And find what you're kind of interested in within that.
Yeah, so get out there, network, find what's interesting, meet people.
Yeah.
Gain some experience.
There's so many different things that you could do, and don't be afraid to ask, even though you might not have the right exact skill set for a role. You might have other experience that actually weighs in and makes you a better candidate than someone else, even though you might not have the exact skill set that's asked for.
Yeah. And lastly, I think a big concern for women can be, if they're thinking about a family at a certain stage, how can they juggle balancing creating a great career with family life or other things outside of work? Do you think it's possible to get the right work-life balance in the industry that you work in?
Ooh, that's a tough question. I've seen it being done. There are mothers and fathers that work at AnalogFolk that make it work. I think it's all about having the right partner to do it with and make sure, you take equal responsibilities for the home and the kids and all of that. But I do think it's definitely possible. I mean, I think working in advertising, you probably already have a bit of a screwed up mind about what normal working hours are. But I know a lot of people that, leave at 5, but then maybe, log in when they come home later and when the kids are gone to bed and, are happy with that. So I think it's possible, but it's just having the right, support around it.
Yeah, I think being in the right company who is supportive and the right attitudes, and I meet lots of people who want to make the sacrifices, and that's fine with them. Others who want to look for a bit more of a work-life balance and maybe freelance and juggle things a little bit in certain parts of their life. And I think actually the industry increasingly is taking more freelancers on and open to that. So you can sort of scale up and scale down accordingly at the right time in your life.
I think so. We have a few moms that work, 4 days a week and, have a day where they, can spend that day with their kids to make up for the rest of the week.
Yes.
So, yeah, it's all possible.
Good. Well, thank you so much indeed for your time. It's great to hear your story and share some thoughts about how to get into the industry and be successful. And I'm sure, it will be it's great for other women to listen to you and see the success that you're having, both in your current in your work environment, but also outside of work and what you're doing for the industry. So once again, thank you so much, Steve, for your time, and congratulations on winning this award.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was Josefine Hedlund in conversation with Alice Weightman for the Inspiring Stories podcast. If you'd like to be on the show, contact us on our website at www.hansonsearch.com. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to follow us on Twitter for the latest news and stories at Hanson Search.